Are Democrats finding the right candidates?
I was a state party chair at one time and a state party vice chair as well. Recruitment really happens on the state and local level because you don't want Washington D.C. to make to yeah. How the hell am I going to know the best candidate to run in Alaska or in Iowa, right? I'm at the DNC in Washington D.C. and folks are like, well, yeah, you need to choose. I don't know what the best what the issues that are popping there locally. And so recruitment is best done on a local level because you know who will resonate with the people in your communities. You understand the culture of your state and the communities that they're running. And so state parties really are at the core of the candidate recruitment process. Now, candidate recruitment really is the most difficult job that a state party chair has or that a state party has, particularly if you are in a red state. That is because you are trying to convince somebody to run in an R plus 20 district, right? Because it's been gerrymandered to hell, and to say, yes, run, knowing full well that if Jesus Christ would come back and run as a Democrat in that district, he would lose, right? Right. So your job as a chair, you're in a red state, you have very few Democrats in your state, you probably have very few resources. Your job as a chair is to go out every cycle and find somebody to run in that R plus 20 district.
That's because they would claim that he was a carpetbagger. They would say, "Well, he's not from here."
Yeah.
Jesus, man, that guy Jesus. I mean, he may be great and all, but he wasn't born in the district.
It's very, very hard to do that and to do that consistently every 2 years to find somebody to run in a district that odds are you're just not going to win it. Like nobody could because it's gerrymandered so badly. And so, a lot of people say, well, we need more progressives to run. Well, then run. If you're progressive, then run. Jim Clyburn tells a story that I just absolutely love. And this was sort of a motivator for me when I ran against Lindsey Graham, because my wife sort of did something very similar to Clyburn's dad in the story. Clyburn tells a story about when he was a young boy, probably about 12 years old. He and his dad are riding in a pickup truck along this old dirt road, and there is a tree branch that fell across the road after a storm. And so his dad just kind of drove the pickup truck around the branch. And Clyburn turns to his dad and said, somebody needs to go move that branch. And Clyburn's dad stops the truck and looks at him and says, well, Jim, aren't you somebody? And so Clyburn and his dad got out of the pickup truck and moved the branch. And Clyburn said he never forgot that. Well, very similar during the Kavanaugh hearings. I was on the couch with my wife. My wife's a law professor, probably one of the smartest lawyers I know. And we were both frustrated at the Kavanaugh hearings. And when Lindsey Graham got on there and got all red faced and was, by God, Democrats, if you want the power and then all that other stuff. And I turned to her and I said, you know what, we got to get somebody to run against this guy. And she paused and she asked, well, Jamie, aren't you somebody? I'm so tired of folks like wishing that somebody else would go out there and do something. You can do it. There's no magic in this thing that you can't run for office or you can't find somebody that that can run. So if you want more progressives to run, then hell, go out there and get more progressives to run. If you want more moderates to run because you think the party's gone too far left, then hell, find more moderates. But don't sit back and think that somebody else's responsibility to do all of that for what you want, right? If it's not working the way that you want it to work, then you got to do something in order to help move it in the right direction. Stop looking for somebody else to solve your problems for you.